Yo, what's good, you guys? Welcome back to yet another video. Today we're going to be talking about a couple ways you guys can improve your skate progression journey or just skate progression in general. There's a couple things that I usually tend to do throughout my day of skating to optimize my performance. Just a couple tips I do just so that you guys can try it and hopefully it will help you guys out as well. So we're going to start with number one. Number one is cardio. Cardio or weight-based training before the skate sesh. And you might be asking me like, why would I ever do cardio before cardio, essentially? And the answer to that is to get you in the right mindset, and it acts as a warm-up as well. Basically, you're not doing it to tire yourself out or to make yourself feel worse while you're skating. You're doing it to loosen up the muscles, to warm up the body, and to get yourself in the right mindset. When I say to change your mindset, I'm basically telling you guys, I know a lot of times I would tell myself like, I don't really feel like skating today, but I need to pump out a video, so I'm just gonna do these jumping jacks, do a couple push-ups, and then over time, as I'm doing that, it'll actually change my train of thought to influence me to actually want to skate. Like, it'll change my mindset in that way to give me not motivation but discipline. And I'll go into each tip a little bit more as the video progresses, but for right now I'm just giving you a brief summary of what I mean when I tell you I do certain things to improve my skating. And that's just one of them, which is cardio or weight-based training before skating, especially on the days that I don't feel like doing it. The second thing that I usually do to improve or just progress my skating in general would definitely be to practice the fundamentals. So if you got all your pop shoves on lock in every stance and you know you can do that almost every single try, then start with that. Start with the easy stuff first and then get into the things that you want to learn so that you already have the legs pumping and you're kind of getting into a flow. You don't want to just jump right into trying a trick because it's not the best route. It just isn't. Definitely start with the basics and then get into what you want to try that day, that skate sesh. Tip number 3 would definitely be to drink water either before or after the skate sesh. Before or after works best for me. It might work differently for you, especially because of how we all skate. We all don't skate like 4 hours every single day. And then the reason why I said before or after the skate sesh is because usually when I drink water and skate, I almost always find myself drinking too much water, and then that leads to me either going to the bathroom a lot or just my stomach feeling funny after a while I'm trying to do these high intense action stunts. It's not a good recipe for success is what I'm trying to tell you. If you don't take anything out of this video, I definitely want you to take this. This is definitely one of the most important tips, and that would be to stretch either before or after your skate sesh. Honestly, I think stretching nowadays is underrated. Even if you don't play a sport, it helps you sleep better, it helps you move better, move around better. Your joints, your muscles automatically feel just 10 times better when you stretch and you do it consistently every single day. And the way I'll do it is I'll do like a 15 to 20 minute stretch session, and then typically I will do it after the skate sesh. That's the best time to do yoga, is after a physical activity for me, only because the muscles are already loosened up and they're not tight. Just get a little yoga mat, do a couple arm stretches, core stretches, lower back stretches, leg stretches, of course. And then I also stretch out my wrists too, because wrists for skaters, they have to be strong, especially if you're falling and jumping down things a lot. You're landing on your wrist almost every single time to save yourself when you fall. Yeah, guys, those are the core four tips that I usually do every time I skate. I already did some cardio slash weight-based training. So now it's time to get to the fundamentals and start skating. So let's do that. We found a spot. I saw this video once of a skater's wife recording him from her car, and she was basically talking about how skaters will analyze a rail before they skate it and how they look to other people that don't skate, which is basically you look like somebody that just doesn't know how to use a handrail or walk downstairs. That's basically what I thought I looked like coming up here for the first time, looking down at this rail. Like, I do think I can, skate this rail. I do think I can do this. But I do promise, like, I know how to use a handrail, guys, right? All right, let's see if we can, one, get a warm-up in on this semi-busy street, and two, actually skate the spot without being kicked out, without getting kicked out. While there's no cars in the way, let's pop a couple tricks. And then, like I said, I usually like to, start off with the basics, the basic fundamentals. That's another reason as to why I like starting with the fundamentals, because it boosts your ego a little. It's like, oh, well, I already know how to do this, so I'm just gonna make it perfect. Once I get it perfect, gonna move on to the next thing. All right, real quick, let's do a couple ollies. All right, here's the tricks I want to try down the set. Kick flip, nollie flip, front pop shove, and then I'm gonna try to do some things on the rail. Hopefully I can actually get to everything before I potentially get kicked out, busted. All right, let me get one more. The run up looks pretty smooth, and the cracks aren't as deep either. But the roll away doesn't look too good. Like, it's kind of like, it's smooth enough to roll away on if you're going fast enough, but it looks a little crunchy. That's all I'm saying. And then the rail isn't perfect either. But honestly, you know what? I think I should hit the stairs just once and then hit the rail like right after, because after I really try some tricks off the stairs, I'm not going to want to skate the rail. Yeah, back to my point earlier, this is what I'm talking about. I already did the cardio, already did the basic fundamentals. Now it's just time for the progress part, the hardest part. Let me just get one of these in real quick. Oh. Highest ollie you've ever seen right here. So the rollaway is actually smoother than I thought it was going to be. All right, I'm just going to hop on it and then, bail just to see how smooth it rides. And then next try, I'll commit to it. It is really steep. I just got to make sure I pop on it. Can't do one of these. Bro, if I do one of those, I'm dead. It like moved a little as I got on it. All right, right here. I wasn't ready for it to, move. All right, if I don't get any trick, I'm getting this one. I felt the little bump at the end. All right, come on. I got this. It's like you can't lean over too forward because the bump is still gonna catch you at the end. So you kind of just have to ride it out and trust that it's gonna land in front of you. Damn, bro. All right, I just gotta eat it. Like, it's so sharp. The bump is so flat. All right, hold on. Let me get a glove for this. I just scraped up my hand. I'm not trying to do that again. I'm gonna act like that didn't happen. All right, we're gonna try to get it one more time from this angle. But yeah, I'm definitely stoked. I got it that try. The rollaway felt good. It's like it jolts you so quickly. I'm always thinking about how I can one-up myself, trying to get that shove out, but the landing off the handrail was sketchy. All right, let's try a couple things down the stairs. It's crazy how when you do something or when you try something you haven't done in a while that you know you can do, sometimes you become a little too bullish on it and overestimate your ability to do it. I'm not going to be doing that today. What I am going to be doing, I'm going to feel it out. I'm going to just try landing with one foot first, and then I'm going to just go for it. Because I already did a couple on flat, so I'm good. It's private property. I just get one more minute. All right. I was the only guy that said something. Coming up on my last tries. Gotta make it quick. Alright, we finally got one where I didn't hand plant. So it's a wrap. Alright, last trick. I feel like bro's about to come out at any second. You know what? Whatever. I don't even care. I'm just try this front shove a couple times. Alright, I'm gonna wrap the skating up just about there. It was a fairly short amount of time I was skating today, but we did get some new things, so that was cool. Just on a side note, just on a side tangent, I actually do like some outdoor walks out here. It's very beautiful and the weather has been very nice this week. And I find it really does help with mental clarity and, you know, stepping away from technology if I'm not listening to a podcast. But yeah, I've seen that spot while doing my walk, and it's also a good opportunity to, you know, scope out spots. So that was one of the spots that I found, and I'm glad I got a chance to skate it. I've seen it for a while. Like, I've known about that spot for like years now, and this is my first time skating it. Now we move on to the fourth phase of or actually the third. We forgot to drink water. I don't like to drink too much water because then my stomach starts to feel funny when I do the yoga and everything. This is literally all you need: a yoga mat, a little backpack, and yourself. Start off with a couple reaches to the sky. I don't know, yoga is just highly underrated for just people that do sports in general. Let me take my shoes off. Especially when it comes to the skate community, like, we treat our bodies so poorly when we perform, at least. Like, we just beat it up and do all these things that are very, or can be very detrimental to our health long term, and then we don't do anything to recover after that. So to do that, to make the recovery better, to make the consistency a lot better, it just makes sense to do something like this after a physical activity or just anything that you want to, you know, grow at. And then if you stay consistent with this, you'll start to see the benefits. Like, obviously, if you do it once, it's not gonna, you know, you'll feel something, but it's not gonna be as impactful as if you do it every day or every time you skate. I'm trying to fit my whole body on this yoga mat because I don't want to touch the grass. But yeah, you guys get what I mean. And then you literally just saw it like earlier, live in action. Just me trying things I just haven't done before or never tried. So, and was actually ended up being successful at. I don't think anybody skated that spot before. Even though it had a no skateboarding sign up there, like I've never seen or heard of anybody skating that spot, especially the rail. I don't know, for me specifically, I really like to do stretches that revolve around like the hips and legs, because obviously that's what we use a lot as skaters, especially like the knees too, like, and then the lower back too. It's hard to do yoga in these pants too. Usually I'll do it in like some shorts or, you know, something like that, but this works. And then, as I said earlier, stretching out the wrists is definitely another thing you can do. So what I like to do is just reverse my hands so that they're pointing outwards, and then press down on them, and then like sway side to side. You'll start to feel, you know, your wrists stretching out, your hands. And then after you do that for a while, you kind of flip them and do the reverse, and then kind of put some pressure on your wrist that way. You don't really want to do it too hard. Kind of want to just feel it out, see what works best for you. But yeah, I've done that for quite a while, and it's definitely helped with the flexibility of my wrists and them not getting too banged up when I'm skating. And it helps with the recovery process too. And then I like to stretch out the hips this way too, you know, just leaning side to side. All right, that was pretty good. Usually I do that for 10 to 15 minutes. I'll do a variety of stretches. You can also look up some YouTube videos of just like 15-minute follow along stretches. I believe Neen Williams has a couple of them too. I've definitely used some of his in the past. They work. What he's doing with skateboarding and physical fitness is just absolutely monumental to the community. Yeah, I'll leave you guys with that. Those are my 4 tips to improve your skate progression, or just to stay consistent with skateboarding. I know in the past, like I've had ups and downs, especially with my injury just last year. I might have broken my ankle. I always say I twisted it, like I rolled it, but I was struggling to recover from that for a while, like 6 months to a full year, just to get it to 100%. And doing stuff like this really helped me get back in the loop of not only getting back to where I was in skating, but progressing after that, moving forward. So that's gonna be it for this video, and I'll see you guys later. I'm out.